So I just got up and laying here doing my regular rising journaling. And something came to me because, and this might be a long one, so for anybody who has time. And I'm just thinking about all the changes that I have gone through and experienced in my life and over the years, and just wondering, how does everything tie in? I have always been a hairstylist, makeup artist, celebrity. I work on set of film and television for years in Atlanta, doing hair and makeup for some of the biggest names. And that was always my passion, to having my hair, skin, and body care line, Afrocentials, to molding clay. Like, where does that come from? To making handbags. Like, how is this all a thing? To now having my quiz, my archetype quiz. I'm like, how does this all tie in? And the bottom line is I've always been an advocate for women and for women and for them being their highest selves and their best selves. And originally it was from the outside. We're painting the outside. But now it's about discovering truly who you are on the inside and understanding. I know growing up in church, they always say how the body is the temple. But we could say that, but then run away from words like ritual, ceremony, and all those things as it pertains to ourselves, right? And how we don't put the same amount of ritual, time, and work into ourselves that we do outside of ourselves, going to church, and other things. Just the way that we show up for other things and other people, right? So one example that I wanted to give, and don't come for me because I didn't send for you, but I was just sitting here thinking about, for instance, people have their favorite artists and favorite actors and actresses and how they just go nuts and crazy, while some people are not fanatics and they're just fans. And there's nothing wrong with this. Hear me. There's nothing wrong with you having fans or being a fan and having your favorites and going to concerts. But I just think about, I'm going to take Beyonce, for example. When Beyonce announces she's going on tour, oh, baby, y'all start planning your outfits and hair immediately. This is not a bad thing. These people are amazing. Their talent is great. They inspire you some way, and you just love the music. It's a jam, okay? And she gonna she gonna put on a show because we love to be entertained. But then when it comes to ourselves, every day on a regular, we skip through things. When the concert is coming, you're going to go buy your finest, your best, your most expensive. You're going to get the most glittery. You're going to be it. You're going to take pictures. You're going to pose for the gram. Why? Because you're going to show up to the concert in your best, right? Because it's Beyonce. But I wonder why we don't do the same for ourselves. Why, when we show up for ourselves, we don't show up as the star in our own reality. Like, every day you get up and you stand in the mirror, that's the stage. That's the concert, right? And so every single day, why don't we see ourselves as the celebrity, as the star? And you know what? I have to show, you want to impress yourself. You want to be the best dressed for yourself. When you get dressed every day, before you go see yourself, the superstar, the main character energy in the mirror, you want to dress to impress. So when you get up, you're going to pick out the best things, your most finest, the most glittery, the best shoe, the baddest jeans, so that before you appear before the superstar in the mirror, you look the absolute best. How come showing up for yourself every day, you don't see it as showing up for that concert and yourself? I want you to see yourself as the main character in your story, in your reality, and your body being the temple. And show up every day in worship, in ceremony, in ritual, in concert, on stage for yourself every day, for the star that you are. And be a fan for yourself. Root for yourself in the same way that you would show up for any superstar or famous person on stage. And again, there's nothing wrong with it, but I'm challenging you to do the same for yourself. So if you have not, click the link in my bio, or if I have one attached here, to take the quiz. It's a free quiz and it helps you come up with your archetype to start this sacred journey of turning your everyday routines, as y'all want to feel, into ritual for yourself, to yourself, and by yourself. Okay? I love you so much. Bye.